So you run an online business and you want to use Facebook ads to drive traffic to your website, but you have no idea how to use Facebook ads, or maybe you've done it in the past, but you failed miserably. Don't worry, because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it and how to be successful with Facebook ads. Hello everyone and welcome to another video. My name is Sally Bina from sallybina.com, the #1 place to learn everything you need to know about marketing and sales to increase your online business. This video here is actually a part 2 of a series that I'm doing that is called How to Drive Traffic to Your Website. So if you haven't watched part 1, I highly recommend you do it. Because on part 1, we actually talk about how to optimize your website in order to convert better. There's no reason why you should be working so much to drive traffic to a website that is not converting, right? So in part 1, if you haven't watched it yet, please go back and watch it, because then this video will make much more sense once you watch it. And I'll leave the link of the video on the description so you can go and watch it and then come back here once you have watched that video. But if you watch part 1, then amazing. So let's dive into this video and learn exactly how to drive traffic to this amazing website that you have using Facebook ads. Now, step number 1 is extremely important for you to install your Facebook pixel. This is extremely important. You have to make sure that you have a pixel installed in your website even before you think about running any type of Facebook ads. Actually, even if you're not driving any Facebook ads or driving traffic using Facebook ads, it's extremely important nevertheless to use a Facebook pixel on your website. So some of you might be asking at this point, what is a Facebook pixel, Sally? Now, a pixel is nothing but a code that you put onto your website. And this code, what it's able to do is to track everybody that goes to your website. Not only it tracks the people that go to your website, but also tracks every action that they take on your website. And more importantly, it actually creates a cookie into their profile. Now, why do you want that and why is that so important? Because with Facebook Pixel, you can use a powerful tool called retargeting. I don't know if it ever happened to you that you've been to, I don't know, a clothing website and you're scrolling down and you're looking at the clothes, but then eventually just decide to close the page and do your own thing. And then later on, you log into your Facebook or you log into your Instagram, you're scrolling down and you see an ad from the same very store that you just were browsing a few hours ago. Now, I just want to show you how powerful this is and how this works. So earlier I visited Rick Baker's website, and he's an amazing marketer. He's just an amazing person as a whole. He has a lot of good content. So now I am on my Facebook and I'm just scrolling down and I know, here it is, this is an ad from Rick Baker. And if you click on here on the top on the 3 dots, you can see, why am I seeing this ad? And you can see here that it says, because I visit their website. So this is how powerful this little tool is. And this is very powerful because, as you may know, it takes a person a lot of touch points before they make a decision to buy from you. So what you want to do, if someone already did, voluntarily went to your website or was driven to your website, you want to create different touch points that they can continuously see you and then convert into a paying customer. Now, you know the drill. Let's jump into my computer and I'll show you exactly how to install a pixel into your website. Hey guys, so here we are on the Facebook ads back office kind of situation here. To access this page, you have to create a profile. So just go to business.facebook.com and then it's very intuitive. You just create a profile and you'll be able to come to this to your Facebook ads manager. Now, one thing that I want to highlight, please do not, let me just go onto my Facebook page here, because if you have a Facebook page, maybe you've noticed that you can actually use this little button here to boost a post. This is something that you do not want to do, because if you use this button here, and you use the front end of Facebook, you will not have all the options and all the availability that the Facebook ads manager has in terms of targeting your audience. So you definitely don't want to use this because it's going to cut you short in the amount of options that you have, right? So I just wanted to point this out because some people might ask, well, why don't I just, it's easier to use the boost posts. And you'll see as we go along this video that a lot of the things I'm going to teach you can't do it using the boost post button. So what you want to do is go to business.facebook.com, create a profile. So then because everything else I'm going to show you, you do it inside of the back office here. So once you do that, you create a profile, you go to settings, you click here on settings, and then you'll be presented with this page. On this page, what you want to do, you want to come down here to where it says data sources and then click on pixel. And that's where we're going to create our pixels, right? So as you can see here, I already have a couple pixels for myself, but for this video, I'm going to create a new testing one, and I'm going to call it, I don't know, test, right? Test pixel. That's what I'm going to call it. You don't need to put your website. for this, but if you want, you can already put your website. But it doesn't really matter because all we're doing here is to create the code that we're going to put on our website. And again, don't worry, it's called code, but completely easy to do. So click on continue, and then I think it's gonna go ahead and create it. Okay, so then you're gonna click here. So it has like 3 different options. So you're gonna click on manually add pixel to your website. You're gonna click that, and then here, this is the code that you want. So basically you just have to click on it, and then it comes green, and then it's already copied to your, it's already copied, right? To like the, to your, you can copy it and you can paste it. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the term to when things are copied. Okay, so you click on this, so now it's copied, and now you have to paste it somewhere. So as I told you in the last video, I showed you exactly how to create your landing page or your funnel with ClickFunnels. And if you're using ClickFunnels, it's very easy for you to then paste that code. Where you go here on the, so this if you watch the other video, this page should be familiar to you. So you go to this page here, and then you go on settings, you go to your funnel, then you go on settings, and once settings loads, there's an area where you can just paste that code. So let it load here. Okay, so this is the settings here, and then once you have this, you go scroll down just a little bit, and you see this area that says head tracking code, and this is basically where you're going to paste the code that you just copied from Facebook. Okay, it is that easy. So you just click on this little box here, and it should enable you to click. And then I'm using a PC, so you just Control V, yeah, to paste, and that's it. So you do that, you click away from it, and then you just go scroll down again. And don't forget to do this because this is very important, because then you have to save it. Save and update settings, okay? Because if you don't do this, it will not be saved. So that's just a waste of time. Okay, so you do that, and it should be then updated. So that means that now every time someone visits your website, now you captured that information. So now you have that, they have that little bit of code as well in their end, and you'll be able to then do a lot of things with it. Okay, so now let's just check if it's there. So if I go to the website, if I just click refresh here, it should pop up here that it gets the code. Okay, so it should have a pop up. So here it is. See how it's green now, and if you open it, if you click on it, if this is the Facebook Pixel Helper, okay, so this is the Facebook Pixel app helper, and then it's green, of course, and it detected the Facebook Pixel. If you see here, it says test Pixel. That's the name that we gave the Pixel. So it means that it's installed. So whenever you're going to install your Pixel, make sure that you also install the Facebook Pixel helper. That's a Chrome extension. So just install it so that you can just confirm that your Pixel is installed. So good news. Every time someone visits this page, we will be able to capture that data. Okay, and the cool thing is that one of the cool things you can do, why this is important, let me just show this again. Why this is important is that then here on Facebook Ads Manager, one of the things you can do is actually create audiences around your pixel. So let's say that then you want to create an audience for everyone that has visited your website. So you actually, if you go to audiences, so whenever you click here, back before we were in the settings, but the audiences is all the way here. So you just click on audiences, and you're gonna come to this page. So let's say that you want to create an audience based on the people that visit your website. You can create an audience, come to custom audience, and then so once the page pops up, you can click here on website. Okay, click on the website, and then this little pop-up will appear. And then you can select, your pixel. So whatever pixel do you have. So now this is my pixel, but we can actually, I did not assign the pixel that we just created to this ad account. But if I did that, the pixel would come here. Actually, let me do this now so you can actually see how it works. Exactly. Okay, so then continue. That should be fine. Okay, it's done. So what we're doing now, we're just going to assign this test pixel to the ad account. So we do this, and then we go here and we say add assets, and we're going to add it to ad account 2 because that's the one I'm using on the other side. Okay, that's done. So it should, sometimes things are glitchy, but it should come up here somehow. Let me see. Let me open it again to see if it comes up. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time because, um, things take a little bit of time to align. Sometimes technology is not always on our side, but let's see if it comes up now. It should say, okay, text pixel. See? So now what I can do, I can say, okay, I created an audience based on this pixel that we just created, and say, create an audience for everyone that has all the visitors to the website, so everyone that's ever visited the website, or create an audience based on specific pages that the person has visited. So let's say that you have a website, but then you have a specific page. For example, the specific page is your blog page, or the specific page is actually your video, your sales funnel is actually your video case study. So you want to target people that has already visited your video case study. So you can actually do that. You go here and then you type the URL of your website that you want to target, and then it creates that audience for you. Okay, so in a nutshell, this is what the pixel does, is how to install a pixel. And now I'm going to go back because I have to tell you about the step 2, and then maybe I'll see you again. Good job. How was that? So now you know how to install a pixel, so let's move forward. Step number 2, your Facebook strategy. Now, this Facebook strategy that I'm going to show you now is the very same one that I use for my business, the one that is responsible to generate all the traffic and all the revenue that I'm able to generate from my business. Not only that, it's the same strategy as well that I use for some of my coaching clients as well. And it took me a long time to figure this out, and a lot of money that I spent on trial and error before I was able to make this work. So pay close attention, because this is the very same strategy that some internet gurus charge you thousands of dollars just to share with you. And I'm sharing with you here for free. So the very least you can do, just pay attention and also implement it yourself. But before we dive into my computer and I'll show you the strategy, I want you to understand why the strategy works so much. And I want you to understand first, why do people buy services? When people buy a service, they're actually buying a promise, right? So for example, if I buy a service from my hairdresser, is the promise that, once I'm done with her, once she's done with me, my hair will be looking the way that I want it to look. Or if I buy a services from my mechanic, is because I'm buying that promise that once he's done with my car will be, in good condition and will not break down in the next 2 weeks or anything like that. So as humans, as people, when we buy a service, we're buying a promise. So if you're a coach, if you're a consultant, you are selling a promise. Now, what makes a person buy a promise is trust. A person needs to trust you in order to buy the promise that you're making to her or him, sorry. Your prospect needs to trust that you are the best person to deliver the promise. So how do you gain trust? You provide value. So if you want your prospect to trust you and see you as the voice of authority and the expert in the certain area, you need to provide value. You need to educate. And that's how you're going to be able to gain their trust that you are an expert in the area that you're trying to sell them on. And the reason why I wanted you to understand this is because the type of ads that we're going to run are video ads. And for this, you need to do a video that is basically just a ton of value. You're just really pouring down value to your prospect. And you're going to be running those ads to a cold audience. Basically, a cold audience is an audience that has shown an interest in the area that you are trying to sell them on, but they don't know you particularly. They don't know that you exist. So let's say that you are a health coach. So these people, they shown interest that, to follow health experts, but they don't know you. So you're going to run a video ad to this particular group of people so that you are providing value, and now they know you as an expert and also as someone that knows what they're talking about within that industry they are interested in. And also, running a video ad has a double benefit, because actually Facebook prefers video and actually charges cheaper than than taking people to an external website. And I'll explain you why. As a social media platform, Facebook wants people to spend as much time as they can on Facebook and also have a positive experience on Facebook. So if your ad is a video ad, and let's say that your video is 8, 10, or maybe even 20 minutes long, and people sit there and watch your video for that long, that tells Facebook two things. One, they have a really good content that people actually want to consume. And two, that you are their best partner because you're keeping people on their platform for 10, 20, or 30 minutes. So running video ads are not only cheaper, but also very effective to actually siphon out the perfect audience for you. Okay, now enough talking and more showing, right? So let's jump into my computer and I'll show exactly how to run Facebook video ads and also how you can use the audience to then run traffic ads to your website. Hey guys, and welcome back again to my computer. Okay, so here I want to show you the strategy that it works so well. It's crazy, right? And like I said, it's this strategy, a lot of online entrepreneurs and a lot of the people that say they're gurus or whatever on Facebook ads, they don't know about the strategy, but it's one of the strategies that worked for me, and it has worked for a lot of the clients that I have, and has worked very successfully actually. Okay, so let's go here. And so we have now a Facebook ads that is a video ad. So what do you want to do? Basically, we already talked about how if you are a coach, you want to position yourself as voice of authority. So you have to create a video that is about it, that is you explaining or you giving a lot of value around an area that you actually want people to buy your product. So for example, if you're a personal trainer, right, and you have, I don't know, a home training program, you'll do a video explaining, the different exercises people can do at home, right? And this is a very valuable video. So once you upload that, what you can do is actually create an ad for video views. And I want to show you here an example. So in this example here, we spent $100 or 100 euros, which is around $110, $120. And we got 469 people to watch the video, 95% of this video. This video here in particular, it was around 11 minutes long. So these people, let me just highlight, because you might look $100 for only 469 people. This is called traffic. You're just putting a video out there and you're seeing who actually sits there and watches a video for 11 minutes. So you actually had some 469 people that sat there and watched almost the entire video. What that tells me is that this 400, no one in the world sits down and watches a video that just popped up on their feed for 11 minutes if they're not interested, right? So this tells me that there's 469 people interested in what, I have to say. So then I know that if I retarget these people later on, I'll have a higher rate of them converting to my program, right? So let's say that, this video is about how to do home workouts, right? So if this person watched the entirety of the video, then what I can do, if you go back to the audiences here, go back to audiences, we can actually create an audience that is based on those 95% of video views. So we go on custom audience. After custom audience, we just go here on video. Once we go on video, we just click on, we choose which type of content. So we want people who watched at least 95% of your video. So you can do that. And then you have to choose the actual video, right? I'm going to choose, I'm going to use my page. So for example, I have a video here that has 69,000 views, 30-second views, but I'm sure there's people that have watched the entire video. So I'll select this video. So I want 95% people that have watched at least 95% of this video, because that tells me they're highly interested in what I had to say. So you click confirm. Once you do that, you just create in the past 365 days. Of course, you want the entirety, but if you want to contract that timeline, it's fine. So you just do, and then you just give the audience a name. So watched 95% video test. That's what I'm going to call it. Okay. So create an audience. Okay. This is a long way. People might say this is a long way to go about it, but it's a sure way to go about it. And you actually save money by doing this. What you don't want to do is to create an ad that is a direct cold traffic ad, because people don't know you, right? They don't know you. They really you have to establish some kind of trust with these people, with the target audience. So going the video route is way easier, and it has more of a sure way of people then click on your website because they're already familiar with you. So if you pop up again on their timeline, it's going to be easier. Okay, so now if you go here to the actual do the ad, so I can actually go here and you want to create, before we created a video view ad, right? Now this one is a traffic campaign. So we want to send traffic to the website, and this is where you put the website, you put your URL, and you create, you know, an ad, and then we are targeting only the people that watch the video for 95% of the video. So if you go here on custom audiences, we should see, let me see, what was the name that we gave it? Okay, let me see. We should, because I just, this was already up, so there might be a chance. Watched, test, let me see, test. Okay, so here it is. So watch 95% of the video test, okay? So that's the audience that we just created. So we just put this here, and then you are good. Now, one thing that you want to do is that, you know, depending on, you know, the people that you want to see in the country, in terms of country, you either you put worldwide, and usually that's what I do, because when you do the video campaign, you actually select the country that you want the videos to show to, right? So here you are okay to do video worldwide, or you can already select those countries that you pre-selected on the video view campaign. So this is basically how you do it, and I cannot tell you how effective this is, because now you are not just a random person that is sending them to their website. It's actually someone that provided value before, and now you are just telling them, hey, you know, you watched my video, so I have this training, or I have this product, or I have this thing that will help you get to your goals. Yeah, and you know, these people are more likely to buy because, you know, they just sat there for, you know, wherever long your video is and watch the video. So I hope you enjoyed this. Right, so this video was long and was packed with so much information, but I hope it was valuable to you, and I hope that now you know how to drive traffic to your website using Facebook ads in the most effective way. And on the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how to drive traffic to your website organically without spending a single penny, so stay tuned for that. So if you like this video, let me know by clicking the like button. If you haven't yet, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified when I post another video about how to drive traffic to your website. If you like this video, please let me know and comment down below if you have any questions at all. Until then, big kiss, ciao.